Guys. Okay, so long weekend. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your break. Um, Not the way we expected the market to. You know, we are dumping. We are crashing. All right, yeah, it seemed like we were gonna recover. But I guess something happened overnight, which probably wasn't the case. All right, because we are still dumping. All right, but we're gonna try our best to trade it. Obviously, you guys can see that the market is currently selling off. We have taken out pretty much everything to the downside that I have nearby. So it's gonna be a big hit or miss on whether we get a trade today or we don't. All right, get the hell away from all-time high, dude. We are far away from it. Trust me. Bitcoin is dumping. The market is crashing. Everything is crashing hard. Especially crypto taking the hardest hit. Now, remember, I'm sure you guys remember yesterday. I did end up starting my ads more my DCA into BTCI. I might add a little bit more into it. We are getting like we're just dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping. Obviously, we're gonna recover sometime soon. But wow, I do not know what's causing the markets to crash this hard, bro. I really don't. All right. But anyways, so coming into market open, we have a few things to work with. All right. Now, I'm not gonna ask you guys. The indicator. Obviously, you guys know on stream we are working with the indicator. We have this. It marked out this 5 minute gap here, and I was debating whether I wanted to trade it or not, but I decided not to, mainly because we had this level of liquidity here, and I don't know, it just wasn't good. I would much rather just wait a little bit longer. Obviously wait for the market to do its thing. You guys can see that we are selling off like crazy. So I would much rather have us take out the London low, which is literally the final level of liquidity that I have anywhere. Like my next level of liquidity is 400 points away. All right. So obviously this London low is going to tell us the whole story as to what to expect for today. You guys know the deal. If we hold below it with a lot of selling pressure, we're going to expect lower. Lower into where? We don't know. That part I wish I could tell you. And I'm typically able to tell you guys what level of liquidity we're going to go to and so on. But bro, with this market crash, guys, I am literally physically not able to tell you guys what to expect to the downside, because I mean my next level of liquidity is all the way down at 24,158, and where are we at right now? 24,500, 523. So I'm hoping, praying that we can really reverse here. I mean, we're trying to right now. We swept the London low just now. We're holding above it, confirming the dual sweep as long as we're able to hold above this level of liquidity. And we do have a very, very nice 5 minute bearish rally up above that we can definitely use to our advantage. The only thing is obviously the volume today is extra volatile, so we're gonna need to be extra careful behind our trades today. Um, but we're gonna see what we can work with. We're gonna see what we can work with for sure. ES is looking, I'm not gonna lie, a little weaker to the downside. So if anything, we should be expecting ES to obviously, you know, look a little bit more to the upside. In this case, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Or at least ES just doesn't look as strong to the downside, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe not to the upside, because obviously it is still selling off here quite a bit. And I know my my chart looks a little bit messy here. Just ignore it. It's just the indicator. But yeah. By the way, I should probably go get water. I'm really, really thirsty. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am back. Anyways, what's the Blaster indicator called? It is not out. You won't be able to find it because obviously it's not released to the public yet. But I'm sure you guys read my announcement yesterday on what I ended up saying. I was testing out the indicator yesterday. I know we didn't trade, but I still had the charts open, just so I can see what's going on. And it ended up finding one of, if not the best setup of the day, pretty much automatically, resulting in a 95-point trade, I believe, around there, which was insane. So honestly, bro, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I was looking at it. I'm like, realistically, what more do we really need to add into it? Obviously, there's one or two more features that we're still working on, and getting to be perfect. But after that, I mean, it's pretty much ready to be released. Realistically, like I mean, by next week, I should be able to put it out. All right. So I'm really excited for that. Because mainly, like I said, I was looking at it yesterday. I mean, we've been using it. Oh wait, I gotta put out on my phone. YouTube. What's good, YouTube? I forgot about you guys, man.
Yes,
Here.
to
Oh, one sec. But yeah, I've been using the indicator with you guys for quite some time, and it's been working quite well. Um, hold on. I put out that I'm live over here on YouTube so we can get this thing started. Okay, there you go. Anyways, so yeah, right now the market is selling off quite a bit. So obviously, I mean, it's to no one's surprise that we're going down. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, the market has been selling off for a while now, since last week. So yeah, we're obviously gonna continue expecting some downside as we go on. So I guess the game plan behind today, it's gonna be a little bit different. Not complicated, but different, maybe tricky. Because as long, like I said, guys, the only level of liquidity that we can really work with, like in the span of like 400 points, is this one London low. That's literally all I have to work with. So if we're holding below it, what bias does this give us? Well, it gives us a bearish bias, right? So what we can do is if the selling continues, which it most likely will, I mean, the market is literally panicking. In fact, let me search up fear and greed index. This fear and greed index should be in the red, right? 28. Yeah. So yeah, we're typically, guys, when the market dumps due to news, if you guys look at this right here, it pretty much tells you whether we're gonna continue going or if we're gonna start reversing. And yeah, dude, this number, the more you check, like I would say like every like 2 or 3 hours, the more that you check, is just gonna keep going down and down and down and down and down. So honestly, looking at how the market is reacting, I guess the market is still really, really fearful on what Trump is saying, the threats against China, because although Trump did say yesterday that what's it called? Was it yesterday or over the weekend that China, it's all gonna be okay and blah blah, all that stuff. Realistically, the market is still scared because although he said it's gonna be okay, they're still talking and it's still set to go on November 1st. So obviously, with such a big tariff, what is it, like 100%? If it's still in effect on November 1st, the market is going to be super, super fearful until, he says something otherwise. So obviously, we're going to continue selling off and, we're going to expect lower. Now, what can we take from this? When people sell, when people fear, we buy, right? That's what I've been telling you guys all week long and even yesterday that we're gonna start adding into our long-term portfolio, all right? Which yesterday I took my first ads into BTCI. Obviously, we're still a little bit down from it. Obviously, you guys think that we gapped down because the crypto market just keeps getting hit over and over and over. I mean, throughout the overnight session while we were sleeping, we went down pretty much 6,000 points on Bitcoin, or $6,000 if that's what you want to call it. So it's something. It's something, right? So the market is definitely going to continue selling off, and I do believe it is. Um, but yeah, now in terms of trading it, I mean, we're gonna see what we can work with, obviously, because I mean, there's not really much that we can do here. Surprisingly, you would imagine, right? The market's selling off so hard. There should be a setup to the downside, but no, pretty much nothing. There's a huge gap here that we can't really do anything from. There's a huge imbalance here, which also we can't do anything from because there's no candles to mark it out. It's just one big candle. So there's pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. Now, obviously, the market right now is getting pumped up quite a bit. Pretty much the entire market. So I mean, I don't know what this is coming from, but I mean, we could take it to in our best interest and pretty much assume that we can potentially get a deal sweep yet again from the London low, and once again give us a bullish bias if we are able to hold above, pretty much 502. This level of liquidity over at 502. So if we're able to hold above that, I mean, it looks like ES is already holding above it, which can give us a pretty nice idea on what to expect for the market and especially NQ. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if we can continue getting some buying pressure, I mean, ES is already starting to give us the confirmation, just barely, but it's starting. to give us a confirmation for a bullish bias. So if you look over at the indicator, it should be reading. We needed to pump up a little bit more, but it should be reading a bullish very, very soon. So obviously we got to give this a second. But on NQ, on the other hand, it's still sitting bearish, mainly because obviously we're still sitting below the London low. We don't know if this is going to be a pullback. Obviously, we don't have enough data in the market to really consider if it's a pullback or not. But we got to give it time, pretty much. ES looks better. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. ES looks slower. A little bit slower than NQ for sure. But I do agree. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, if we're looking for a DOL sweep, ES would be the no-brainer trade. Like, it looks really good. In terms of the setups and everything. I would have to see. I mean, let me mark out my chart just because I have everything marked out on NQ. Let me just finish marking everything out over on ES just in case. And let's see what we can do there. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Today's gonna may take a little bit long. It depends on the momentum, not the volume, but the momentum in the market. Because okay, let's say for example, right, or let's take into consideration the market is pumping up right now. We get the DOL sweep from the London low, right, and we're gonna say bullish, and we're gonna expect higher into where? Well, we could start looking to target 665, and then we have the London high, and then we have the fair value gap rejection high, and then we have another fair value gap rejection high over here, and that's pretty much it. That's what we will target for today, right? Right. Okay. So, what can we do in this case? Well, you might be wondering, okay, well, we have two fair value gaps on the 5-minute time frame. Which one would we use? Well, in most cases, I will tell you guys, it's all preference whether you guys want to be really risky or really safe. But for today, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there is absolutely no room in here to even get some scales from inversing this one and going straight into the next one. You're just gonna be taking pretty much full-on risk rather than any, like without any reward, pretty much, because there's no price targets here either way. So honestly, if we inverse this 5-minute gap, which I'll look to see how if we pump really hard, then maybe I'll consider it for a starter position. But if we inverse this gap, we're gonna have to wait for another 45-point inverse, or 45-point bounce to inverse the next gap right above us to then get a better looking entry without anything really stopping us until 665, which we can also still target. So honestly, what we can do is, okay, on the 15-minute time frame on ES, since ES doesn't have anything on the 5-minute time frame to really target as a fair value gap, what we can do is, if ES inverses this 15-minute gap, since ES is looking more interesting to the upside, what we could do here is, if ES inverses this 15-minute gap while NQ is inversing this 5-minute gap, then we can consider an entry off this 5-minute. But if we inverse this 5-minute gap on NQ while ES is still inside of this 15-minute, we might as well wait for this 15-minute gap to get inverse on NQ as well. It would just be overall way safer, give us I'm gonna say a better entry, just a way later entry. Like, we're gonna be entering 45 points later than the previous ideal entry. But the thing is, the previous ideal entry is riskier than anything we've taken in the last 2 months. So we'll see how that goes for sure. But as long as we're able to hold above this London high, I'll be a lot more calm, because realistically, I don't really want to trade anything to the downside. For the most part, it's because we just don't have anything to target. I mean, like I said, the next level of liquidity is all the way down here at 158. I'm not trying to target that, especially in one day. You know what I mean? I get it. The market is selling off and everything, but can we really sell off that much? And hopefully, I don't jinx it, because we definitely can sell off that much. It's happened before and it will happen again. But what I'm trying to say is, I want to see upside. You know what I mean? I want to see some green in the markets for, a little bit, But yeah, we're overextended. Well, to be honest, bro, in the markets, there's no way in telling on how much we're overextended. Yes, I do agree. Yes, we are way overextended. But one thing that you learn as you go in the markets, it's that we're overextended until we're not. What does that mean? Dude, the market could sell off 10,000 points, and if it wants to keep going down, it will keep going down. As simple as that. You know what I mean? But yeah. But dude, right now what I'm trying to look at, and by the way, guys, I'm not really reading the chat all that much. I'm like peeping it every now and then. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for today, I'm gonna be super, super focused. Because there's a lot going on. I mean, there's just so much to look into, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to focus my best here to give you guys the best possible trade. Because today is one of those days that like I'm not trying to encourage you guys to do anything wrong, but today is one of those days where like if you catch the right move, you're either gonna get a payout in one trade or pass your account in one trade. Like, look at how the market is moving. I'm talking we're looking at over 80 points per candle. Look at the 5 minute time frame. Look, the market opened up right here. First candle, 82 points. Second candle, 91 points. Third candle, 88 points. Fourth candle, 92 points. Current candle, 54 points. The candle's closing in 2 minutes. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So like that's why I'm trying to be as focused as I can. So I'm not really like talking too much, but or like getting off topic is what I'm trying to say. Because like I said, if we can catch the right move today, we're either gonna make a shit ton of money or we're not. But yeah. So it's just I'm trying to debate, not debate, like decide on what. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if we want to look for upside, we might as well take ES. Not only will it give us a way earlier entry, but it just looks overall way better. Oh my god, we're actually pumping right now. So we're inside of this 5 minute gap then. Okay, so we might as well focus on NQ then. Because okay, so thing is, I don't even know if this gap is gonna hold. I mean, we're pumping up right now. We have 6 minutes left to close this gap on the 15 minute. We have one on the 5 minute though, right? Yeah, we do 15 points. So we could just go off like the reference from the 5 minute fair value gap here. Panel. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. NQ is pumping up a little bit more. As much as I would love to enter off of this 5 minute gap, I really just want to wait for this one above. But the buying pressure is coming. Maybe I just do starters and just add more above. In the meantime, just in case, let me just get this ready because I really want to know. Because today is not one of those days where you should be taking on like unnecessary risk. Because any slight pullback, I mean, dude, the market is moving by 80 to 90 points per candle. So like any slight pullback is gonna be straight into your stop loss, like no questions asked. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be taking any unnecessary risk for no reason, but at the same time, I do because if you can get the right entry, I mean, we're looking at a pretty much 100-point trade per candle. You know what I mean? If you catch the right move per candle, I mean, you're gonna be looking at 100 plus points. It's gonna be one of those days. You know what I mean? So let me see, because if the buying pressure still looks really, really strong, we might as well just add starters here. I don't know. Because at the same time, I'm not worried about a 45-point push-up. I'm really not. Because, I mean, like I said, the market is moving twice that per candle. Yeah, look at that. We just inverse the fair value gap here. I'm going to turn off the indicator for a second. I know it's showing us the entries and everything. It's just so I can concentrate. There's too much going on in the chart. But I'm not going to lie. We might as well just wait for this one up here. As much as I would love to enter off this one over here, I mean, it's just this fair value gap can really reject us like at any time, pretty much. For today, obviously, guys, we're gonna use a 35-point stop loss. I'm not gonna lie, we might even have to use a little bit more with less size because once again, any little inconvenience will be straight into the stop loss because these pullbacks are gonna be heavy pullbacks. Obviously, you guys know that, right? If you look at the 1 minute time frame, you get one little pullback and you're already down 12 points, and then you blink, you're down 20, and then you blink again and you're down straight into your stop loss. You know what I'm saying? So what I rather do is either enter off a 5 minute retracement if we want to pull back, so we don't have to worry about the pullback as we're going up, or we pump up even more. We inverse the 5 minute fair value gap, which we already did. I'm not gonna lie. We inverse this 5 minute fair value gap on ES. We show that we have interested buyers, and then we inverse this 5 minute gap over here on NQ, and then we just obviously just take it. But dude, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to enter off this 5 minute here. It's like it's tempting. It's tempting, but I really can't take it. I really can't. I'm not gonna lie, Bitcoin is not really holding too much here, but it's we're definitely in an area where I do want to start adding a little bit more into my position here. You guys know we added yesterday. I never said it was gonna be the bottom. I made sure to say that it wasn't the bottom, but it was definitely a good area to start adding in. This is another area to start adding in. So this one I'm gonna go maybe twice as heavy into this area here. To start looking for that ad over there. but we'll see. Right now, I'm mainly gonna be focused on this trade. But yeah, right now we're pumping up, guys. So be ready for sure. Let me see. Hold E- I'm not even a 35 point stop loss is. I feel like it's too little for this type of trade. If we would have entered, we would have been up at 1-1. Okay, not bad. I do believe that we're more than likely going to see this 5 minute retracement here. I mean, it's a strong gap. Let's see if we can even hold above this inverse here, because this is the one that I was mainly looking at to see how we can react and everything. Because right now we're just getting rejected back down. Like I said, guys, if we reject back down once again, as long as we're able to hold above this line, this orange line over here, which is our London low, we're gonna sit bullish. Obviously, we're not gonna go straight up, but we're gonna get some retracements here and there as long as the bias is able to hold bullish. All right. So thankfully we didn't enter off this one because not only will we not have hit a 1-to-1 risk reward, but I mean we either would have gotten stopped at a break even or been in the red. So hopefully this reaction is not gonna be the case up here. Which is why I'm trying to be as patient as I can with these entries. But like I said, if we're able to afford a retracement into this 5 minute gap and get a really nice 35 point bounce back into these highs, I might look to enter off that as well. But yeah, this well, to be fair, the 5 minute hasn't closed yet. It's probably a retracement there. But like I said, guys, these retracements they're not they're, they're not a joke. You know what I mean? They're pretty heavy retracements. So like if we catch the move, we need to catch the right move instantly. Like we don't have room for any pullbacks or anything because if not, we're either gonna have to end the day red or have to re-enter on an area that we probably won't like as much. You know. So yeah, but yeah, from the looks of it, it was a pullback. Yeah, yes is back holding above the fair value gap. So yeah, one thing to take note from this right here, what just happened is, yeah, once again, like I said, these pullbacks are heavier than usual. If I could, obviously I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to encourage you guys to be using a bigger stop loss for no reason. But if I could, like if I was shooting for myself, I would be using way more than 35 points. I would just obviously, you know, lessen my size a little bit, but yeah. Now ES is pumping. It should be leading NQ for higher here. It's only a matter of time, realistically. But let me see how many points you would be up if you took this inverse. Maybe like what, like 4 points? Yeah, 4 points. Not horrible. Now let me check the news today. I'm pretty sure we only have Powell speaking, which is at 12. Um, I don't. Yeah, it's a red folder. 12, 12:20. Okay, so yeah, if you can get a quick trade going, then Powell shouldn't really be a big deal. But we need to get the entry right now then, because obviously the more that we wait, the closer we get to the anticipation. And hopefully the market doesn't start getting a little bit indecisive here, because that's what ended up happening yesterday. We got a lot of volume off open, and obviously a little bit of time passed by, and then we're back to pretty much nothing. But let's see if we can get a really nice red to green here. I'll like this trade 10 times more, and then I'll be confident to enter off this inverse if that's going to be the case. Yeah, let's see if we can afford a red to green here. We're about to get it. There it is. Okay, so yeah, guys, be ready. Be ready for this. Because we got the red to green, which is an amazing sign behind our trade. We just need a little bit more buying pressure to obviously be able to hold above this high, and then obviously hold above this inverse so we can actually take it. The only thing that's worrying me a little bit is it kind of seems like the momentum is dying down a little bit. Like we were getting a lot of buying a second ago. Now it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker by the candle. So hopefully it's, I don't know. I do like the setup though. I just need, like, you would expect for today's type of market for the volume to be, or the momentum to be a little bit more aggressive. Like we have a lot of volume. It's just the momentum is like any other day. Like it's like, we get these pullbacks or whatever. But we'll see. Worst case, I mean, if we do end up pulling back and we don't hold this fair value gap, we could still look for the plan B entry, which would be based off this one over here on the 5-minute fair value gap, which is about 94 points. We retrace into this, we get a nice 35 point bounce, and we could also look for an entry off this bounce here into the inverse. Obviously, that's gonna take a little bit more, more risk and everything, but we can still do it. But for now, I mean, we're still holding a little bit green. It's still a doji candle, but if we can get enough buying pressure into this inverse, then we should pretty much be ready for the longs. And in worst case, if we do have to work with a re-entry, it would probably just have to be off this 5-minute, because there's really not much above to really, trade until we hit the price target. Let me make sure I have everything correct here. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, so far it's still it's still holding like a doji, and ES is as well. Like if you would have taken this inverse, like you're not really getting any direction, which is not what we're trying to trade. You know what I mean? So good thing that we're waiting on it first. Let me check. Let me see what's going on the news, on like Twitter or stuff. Because obviously the opening sell-off that had to happen for a reason. Let's see what's been working. I never really checked. Okay, we're pumping up. Let me let me lock in a little bit here. I was too focused on reading what's going on throughout the morning, causing the sell-off in the morning, and at least throughout the overnight session. Okay, we're getting a little bit more buying pressure here. So guys, obviously be ready here for this. We're getting the buying pressure that we want to see here. Let's see. All right, there's the inverse. All right, I'm in longs here, guys. I'm in longs. I got filled at 608. I got filled out at 608 off that pump up there. Oh, and ES is pumping up here as well. Really, really nice. So as long as we're able to hold up this buying pressure, I would love it. Hopefully we got it out of the phase where we're getting these pullbacks. Because like I said, we just don't have room for pullbacks. We can't really afford it. At least not with our stop loss. So, okay, so my stop loss is going to be, I haven't placed my stop loss. It's going to be at 569. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm really tempted to just use a wider stop loss, but I not on stream. I really can't. Worst case, if we do pull back, I'll just get stopped out of this one and just look to enter off a retracement off the 5-minute bullish one instead. But yeah. See, 12 points on ES. Yeah, there's the pullback. Like I said, it's not something that we can just avoid. It's gonna happen. The only thing that I'm worried about, bro, it's even I know that 35-point stop loss is known as our extended wide stop loss and everything, but I'm just worried that these pullbacks are gonna be a little bit too heavy. That can stop us out for no reason before the actual move happens. Worst case, I mean, we can always look for a re-entry, which is not gonna be a big deal, but why do that when we could just try to get the best trade going on the first entry? All right, let's see if we can hold this up here. But yeah, guys, I ended up getting a fill at 608 for the longs. I'm gonna try obviously to take scales out a little bit early. I'm not looking for a home run day. I'm just looking to get something in and out with this type of momentum. But yeah. So obviously, the usual 30 to 35 points scale. Then we look to target 665, which would be a 60-point price target around there. So halfway we just scale out half, and then the other half we could just scale out up here, which I would say we have room for. We just need a little bit more buying pressure. So hopefully we don't slow down here especially after we enter. That's the last thing I would want. So I would honestly, I would say if ES is able to take out this 642 level, it would be a pretty good spot to start scaling, whether it's a 1-to-1 or not, just to be more safe than sorry, especially with this price action. Kind of just scares me a little bit. You know what I mean? I just don't want to get caught up in the pullbacks. But yeah, I would say I'm gonna set an alert here at 642. Like I said, if we're able to break above 642, we should be able to take some scales out on NQ. Bro, my catch just dropped something, bro. Okay, let me kind of. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're still getting the pullback here. I mean, we tried to hold above this. Are we in any 15-minute? No, we're not. We're not nothing on the 15-minute. I mean, dude, I'm hoping that we're able to see 642 on ES before we get any strong pullback. Because obviously, if we're gonna expect a pullback, we might also expect it from a level of liquidity, not off of anything here. So hopefully we're able to get a little bit more buying pressure in the tank to see a 30-point price target around there. We hit 642. We take skills out once ES hits 642, and then we get whatever we want. You know what I mean? Whether it's a pullback or not. But we'll see. But if it's gonna be the pullback first, we're gonna have to find a re-entry off of this down here. Let me see. Hold up. Hopefully we don't flip this from green to red. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit scary at first, bro. Because the thing is, it's these. We know that it's a pullback. We have room for higher, and yes, it wants higher and everything. It's just we need to see that like instantly. That's the one thing I'm worried about because this market is just way too volatile, way too aggressive. But let me keep writing this. Hold up. Dude, I'm so tempted to just drag my stop loss lower, bro. You guys don't understand how much I want to because this market, even a 35-point stop loss, just isn't enough for these pullbacks. I know I keep repeating it, but it's just so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. All right, see if this is the pump that we can get into the 30 points. I'm hoping that ES doesn't have that stronger SMT to a point where it pumps into 642 while NQ sits at our entry, because that could be a big issue. Because once again, guys, a big reason as to why we're getting pushed up while NQ is trying to go down is because ES is holding it up. So if ES takes out 642, which is a pretty valid level of liquidity, I don't think it's a London high, right? No, it's not. But if ES takes out 642 and it gets even the slightest weakness in buying and sellers start gaining the slightest control, you guys already know the deal that NQ is just going to go straight down because NQ is already trying to go down. Or not that it's trying to go down, it's just not extremely strong to go up. the only reason as to why we're affording some upside is because of ES. So we need ES to obviously hold us up here so NQ can see a little bit of green in this trade. But if not, then we're gonna have to work with another entry. Honestly, looking at ES, we should have honestly taken this one. I know I never trade ES. I need to put that to the past. I mean, to the side, bro, because sometimes ES does have these setups. And as much as I would want to trade them, I'm always like, oh, like I just don't like ES in general. But I have to start doing that because look, ES would have given you a beautiful trade there. That's more than a 1-2 even. So, because now we're stuck on this entry here, which is the same one as ES, and it does look good and everything. And we have room for higher. It's just we're choosing the one that doesn't have as much buying pressure or as much interest in buying. So we need to put that to the side and start trading ES a little bit more. And honestly, we've been trading ES recently. It's been pretty good. Honestly, we still been making money. So for the next round though. But yeah. All right, so we're getting the pump up here. ES hasn't taken out 642. It's about to. It's 2 ticks away. And unfortunately, NQ is green for now, but we're still sitting at the entry. I was hoping that we can take out 642 and we're up 30 points on NQ, but who knows? Okay, whoa. Okay, guys, I skilled. Okay, okay, that's something. All right, guys, I skilled out, bro. I skilled out. I'm not gonna take the risk. I skilled out on that one, guys. It was pretty much 30 points. Not a 1-to-1, but like I said, you have to take it once ES takes out this one because like I said, once ES starts showing weakness to the downside off of 642, NQ could just show the most weakness as well. So I'm not gonna take the risk. I just skilled really quick there. Hopefully you guys were able to get skills out as well. It was a quick one. But let me see. I might skill some more here. I don't know. Like I really want to trade this, and I don't know, man. This market is just hard, dude. Yeah, were you guys? Let me know in the chat, guys. Were you guys able to get skills? Just Mike. Oh my! Wow, nice. Wow, dude. Okay. You're fully out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't reading the chat at all throughout this entire trade because I was super locked in. But I know a lot of you guys are probably shitting yourself with these pullbacks. But yeah. And see if we can see a little bit higher. I might just scale out most. I might just look for another entry later today. Hold on. My bad. But yeah, I might look for another entry later today. I don't know. Just this trade. There's just something. I don't know, bro. Like I like it. It's just this volume. I'm just not super used to trading like insanely aggressive volume, and that's exactly what we have today. Can I get back in, David? Nah, I wouldn't, bro. I wouldn't. Do you have your stop loss at break even, Blast? I'm gonna wait for a little bit more, but if you want to move it to break even, you definitely can. Yeah, I would start looking to do break even. I'm gonna start scaling some more here. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing break even. Yeah. It's probably our best bet. I don't know, but I don't really care how much I make from this one, bro. As long as I'm green, I'll be happy with it. And then if anything, bro, worst case, I'd look to take another trade later. Yeah, I'm break even, guys. By the way, I'm break even. Let's do one more. Well, maybe not right now. The whole reason as to why I'm getting out early right now is because I'm not trying to trade this market specifically. But yeah, I'm about to get stopped out of break. Yeah, I'm out of break even, guys. I'm out of break even. I'm out of break even. But yeah. Now for the people like wondering like if I'm gonna re-enter, no, I'm not. The whole reason as to why I sold a little bit earlier today, is because I just didn't. I don't know. I just don't like this market. All right, like I like it, but there's just something about the current price action that just looks not good. I don't know. Can we expect higher though? Yes. I mean, to be fair, we haven't taken out any level of liquidity, so we still have room for 665. Is anyone gonna keep holding or no? You're holding, fully out, holding. Yeah, man, I feel like I kind of moved my stop loss to break even too soon. But to be fair, when I took scales, I took. Oh wait, okay, let me remove my stop loss. When I took scales, I took it a little bit too early, so I wasn't really up too much. So I'm not trying to risk going back red from green. So I'm personally gonna do break even, and I already got out. But if you guys are gonna continue holding, we're more than likely gonna see the price target very, very soon. Well, at least that's what ES is telling us. I mean, ES is breaking highs and showing a ton of buying pressure, so we should be able to see this London high, which is pretty much what we're trying to target on NQ. Well, first we need to see 665, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with what I got, bro. I just better than red, better than red. You're fully out 934. Nice, nice, nice. I'm up 1,000 on my buffer. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I don't know what happened to my accounts though. One of them got stopped out for 360, but I'm up 360 on the others, and I copy trade. Check your order history and see what happened there. 1K on the combine, gonna lock it for today. Yeah, for the day. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Let me see. I'm more relaxed when I 100%, bro. That's the best. Let me see. David, just joined the stream. Why are you saying? No. I had the indicator on, bro. I turned it off because there was way too many lines on the chart and I didn't know what to focus on. But no, guys, don't worry. Look, once again, if you turn on the indicator, it also found the entry, the same exact entry. So don't worry. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I just had to turn it off throughout the trade because, dude, there was way too much going on, bro. There was too many lines. But yeah, no, guys, the indicator also found the same exact trade. Trade status locked in longs. It has the same exact price targets as we do. The stop loss is obviously a little bit different because it's preset to 30 points. But everything here, everything that we traded live, guys, the indicator pretty much did all together. Pretty much the same price targets. Wait, let me see if it had the same price targets. We had 24,665, which it had right here. We had 24,726. And the indicator had 7. It has 726, but it also has 713, which is this high up here, which I didn't even see. So yeah, the indicator, if anything, the indicator had better price targets than we did. But yeah, the indicator pretty much found everything that we did. So beautiful. All right, I'm gonna leave it on just so you guys can get a reference as to what we're looking for. But yeah. Getting back in, no. For myself, I'm done. I'm done for now. I'm probably gonna trade a little bit more later today. But right now with the current price action, I just don't really like it that much. But yeah, maybe for the PM session after Powell's done speaking, I'm going to give you guys maybe one more trade, maybe commentary, maybe alert. I don't know. But by the way, yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, if you guys are green on the day, which everyone should be green, although yeah, we got a little bit of a pullback. It wasn't enough to stop us out, so no one should be red. So yeah, if you guys are green, obviously you guys know the deal. If you guys want, post your profits over in the profit channel and all that good stuff. All right, guys. Here, profits. Yeah, so if you guys do wanna put your wins, it's all in that channel. All right, guys. So there was like what 590 of you guys in here, almost 600 people in here. So everyone should be green. Everyone should be green no matter what. David, why can't I scale my trades? What do you mean you can't scale? Scaling, it's pretty much you selling less than what you're holding. On the indicator, well, the price targets have a confident level as well. No, it's just gonna target the way it reads it is it just targets the nearby levels of liquidity. That's pretty much it. Oh my, bro, is anyone still holding? Bro, it's every time I saw early, bro. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people are still. I'm gonna do a poll real quick. Create poll. So holding. I'll break even. Okay, guys, I did a poll real quick. Guys, go react to it real quick. Let me know. Let me see how you guys are doing, man. So let me see. Okay, yeah. So there's still a lot of people holding, but a lot of people did get out of break even. And for the people that got out of break even, don't worry, I did too. I didn't really not that I didn't like this trade. I just didn't really trust it. The setup was there and everything. It's just, bro, those pullbacks, they were scary, bro. They were scary. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, seriously, if you guys are green, wait, let me kind of give Maximo the roll. There you go. If you guys are green on the day, guys, obviously go post your profits over in the profit channel. And if you guys are still holding, PT1 has been hit, like exactly to the tick. So yeah, if you guys are green, you guys should be up quite a bit. Or if you guys are still in, you guys should be up quite a bit. Now, like I said, for the people that got out early with me, or not really that we got out early, to be fair, we got out at 30 points and then we got stopped out at break even. If you guys got stopped out at break even, do not worry. I think I can squeeze one more trade in for today. maybe not on live, but maybe for the PM session after Powell's done speaking, since it is a red folder, we should get some more volatile price action, and we should be expecting a little bit more in terms of price. So we could probably get one more setup going for the PM session. All right, guys. So yeah, so don't worry. Wait, hold up. And before I do anything, let me check up how my YouTube is doing. Hold up, guys. Let's see. Someone said I'm holding. Perfect. Yeah, if you guys are holding, bro. I mean, to be fair, we just hit the price target, so you guys should probably start scaling most, if not all, of your contract here. But yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me put out. So we hit PT1 for 65 points. Hold up, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oh my, bro. Why are we ripping so hard? Why? Maybe too hard, bro. Jeez, dude. Nah, but no, seriously though, if you guys are holding, bro, like huge shout out to you guys, bro. Like it takes some balls, bro. Even dude, I'm like, yo, I look, you want to get out of this pretty soon because I don't know. At first, down here, I just didn't trust this price action, and bro, I know for a fact, I could bet money on it that this pullback right here made most of you guys share yourself, including me. Because dude, like the thing is, we know that it's a pullback, but the only problem is, it's that it's these pullbacks are so strong that it worries me. I'm like, dude, we're gonna pull back and we're gonna hit the stop loss and we're gonna go back up. Because imagine if we would have pulled back and we hit the stop loss and went back up, bro. I know you guys would have been mad as hell, including me. I would have been punching my monitor. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me see. Hold up, guys. Oh my, I forgot to make the alert. Fuck me, bro. I always forget to do this shit. There you go. Dude, we are still going up. There's no way. Yo. Bro, I have a sneeze stuck in my nose, bro. I hate that feeling, bro. Anyways, no, seriously though, guys. Okay, so for the people that were holding, you guys should be done, right? Like, David, why didn't we held it, dude? Like I said, bro. I mean, for me, bro, I just moved my stop loss to break even. It's just a personal thing. Like, if you wanted to hold, I mean, I wasn't really telling you not to. I just wanted to get out early. I was pretty happy with it. David, let me see. David, why do you claim the 100-point trade when you only caught maybe 30 points? Well, I'm not claiming it. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. So I don't claim it. But obviously, the reason I asked on the stream if you guys are holding is because the whole reason as to why I live trade is so you guys can follow my trades and me help you guide throughout your holding and your trades. So obviously, if people are still in the trade, I'm like, guys, I always make sure to put, if you're still in the trade, look to scale out most of your contracts here. Because the thing is, a lot of people enter the trades and they don't know when to scale. So what these alerts do, although I might not be in, I might say, guys, if you're still in, make sure to take some contracts here. Obviously, my job here is to guide you guys. And if I don't guide you guys, then I get attacked. But if I guide you guys, then I also get attacked. You know what I mean? It's just pretty much to guide you guys. I don't claim anything. Yo.
Yo.
What's good, Jit?
What's good, bro?
What's up? You shared?
Nah.
You didn't?
No.
Too volatile, right? Or no?
Nah, just nothing I really like.
But
What you guys up to?
nah, bro, we took longs. I'm still on streak because a lot of people are still holding this trade. Dude, I ended up getting out early, bro. I got stuck out of break even. I moved it too quick, honestly. But I'm not even mad about it. Yo, the price action off open, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, was looking scary as hell. Yo, Crab, your mic is a little low, bro.
My bad. I was trying to short off open, but I couldn't get a retracement.
Bro, I'm not gonna. There's a pretty good short off the 5 minute, but dude, I don't know. I was looking at it. I'm like, nah. Wait, hold up, bro. My cat's on the table. Yo, get out, bro. Go over there.
Yeah, open short we dumped like.
Yeah. Hold up, give me a second.
226 points. Perfectly smashed that low too. We went from range high to range low in about 30 minutes.
Dude, this market is insane. Do you like this type of market or nah? You prefer the older ones?
No, I prefer this, but like in the middle, like just a couple more.
Not too much, not too little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally like 30 minutes. We went from range low, range high. Crazy.
Dude, yeah. Let me put this out in our pre-server. Hold up.
Get back in later, bro.
Dude, honestly, bro, I'm not super good on the day, bro. But I'm green. You know what I mean? I caught the longs here, but bro, I feel like I can squeeze one more trade in. But bro, Powell's speaking leader, so I don't even know if I want to risk it. But I'll see. I'll keep it on watch.
Bro, look at your screen. Look at the trade. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Banger.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, I didn't catch this whole thing. Dude, oh, my trade crashed. Let me change my overlay. Hold up. I wasn't able to catch the whole thing, but to be fair, a lot of people in here were able to, so I guess that's good.
You want to break even?
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. The pullbacks at first, maybe like a little nervous. I'm like, bro, like we pumped up. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take most out here and I'll just move my stop loss to break even. I moved it to break even, and then we got one little pullback before the huge pump.
That's just unlucky. Holy.
Nah, I'm not even mad about it, bro. It's whatever. I'm still green, so I'm gonna see. If anything, bro, I'll just come back tomorrow. Because, bro, Powell is speaking later, so that's gonna be a whole nother thing. Okay, you're not gonna trade later or no?
I'll do PM.
But if anything, I'll tune into your stream. I'll just chill there. I got nothing to do.
Live on YouTube too, or no?
Dude, honestly, bro, yeah, bro. Please take into consideration what I'm telling you, bro. Bro, just put a delay on YouTube, bro.
Like a year. Yeah, you're right.
All right, let me catch up with the chat, bro. I have not read the chat all morning, bro.
Yo, has it been raining in Miami?
Wait, my cat's out the door. No, not really. Hold up, give me a second. Wait.
Yeah, chat, how we doing?
Yo, my cat was standing at the door. Like I thought that he wanted to get out. I opened the door, and my other cat is just looking at me. He was waiting for the other guy to get in. All right, let me see. David, I need to remember to move my subs rather than just scale out all out. Well, it's all preference, honestly. It's up to you. David, can you trade my top sub account? I'll pay you. Dude, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just trust me, if I do it for you, bro, I have to do it for everyone else, bro. I'm sure if you're young, bro, you probably heard your teacher say that as well. I'm not trying to do that, bro. MC, all right, GG boys. I'm hopping off 750 on the day. Not bad. Yo, for the people that ended up holding this entire trade, how much are you guys up? How much are you guys up? For the people that held. And by the way, if you guys are green, man, go spam the profit channel, bro. 2,000? Damn, bro. I mean, no, to be fair, I did tell you guys, like, if we do catch the right move in the market, expect over 100 points. I know I sold a little bit early. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the price action all that much at first, but to be fair, bro, like, that thing actually ended up running up over 100 points. So, honestly, this type of market, it's good when you catch it, when you catch the right move. But when you catch the opposite move, bro, it sucks. Thanks for the trade. I got you, bro. I got you, man. Sometimes you have to trust your trade. Well, I do. You know, I mean, I trust every trade, but it's a price action. You know, I mean, these pullbacks. I mean, dude, I saw a spike up. I'm like, bro. To be honest, bro, I'm just trying to get something out of it. So I took most skills out here. I moved my stop loss to break even. We pulled back exactly into my stop loss and then ripped up. I'm happy with my 265. Yeah, not bad, dude. I'm not complaining either. But no, for the people that held it, bro, huge congrats to you guys, bro. A lot of people on YouTube were also holding it fully. So really nice stuff, man. Really nice stuff. Pass my Robinhood eval. Wait. What? Robinhood eval. Robinhood is doing platforms? Jokes? Oh. Right? Dude, wait, who was the one that sent that C money, take money? Bro, you got a 603 fill. I got a 608 fill, bro. You literally got a better fill than all of us, bro. Or than most of us, at least. In a super volatile market, isn't it a good idea to size smaller with minimal risk to feel more confident in holding longer? That's the thing. Okay, so do you guys remember how I kept repeating over and over and over before and during the trade how I wanted to have a wider stop loss, more than a 35-point stop loss? The reason as to why I said I couldn't is because I know you guys, and okay, look, obviously I'm not responsible for your guys' trades, right? You guys are the ones that are clicking the things on your account and everything. But the thing is, obviously, if you're following my trade, I don't want to be telling you guys to use a 45, 50-point stop loss when I know you guys probably are oversizing on the trade or doing anything else, right? So honestly, I'm like, dude, fuck it. I'll just do a 35-point stop loss. If I get stopped out, I'll just do a re-entry. But yeah, no, if it wasn't for the stream or anything, bro, I would have been using a way wider stop loss in this type of market. It's common sense, bro. I mean, like I said, bro, we got lucky that this pullback wasn't heavy enough to stop us out. Because like I said, bro, these pullbacks, they're really strong. Like, strong enough to obviously stop anyone out with any fairly small stop loss, which 35 points isn't small. But in today's market, when every candle is over 80 points, a 35-point stop loss is not even half of the candle. So it is quite small. You know what I mean? Can you tell us how many micros you use next time? No. I don't tell you guys how many micros I do because, once again, everyone sizes differently. Everyone uses their own accounts. Everyone has their own risk. Me saying how many micros I'm going to use might not be good for this guy or that guy, or, you know what I'm saying? Dude, just size your own contracts. You're taking the same trade, whatever you size. If the trade is green, you're going to make money. If you feel like you're making too little money, then size up. If you feel like you're making too much money or risking too much for the trade, just size down. You know what I mean? That part is up personal preference. So me saying, and yeah, you can also see how much I'm sizing on the bottom of the screen. I have my fills for a reason. You know what I mean? You did 3? Yeah, if you feel comfortable with 3, just stick to 3. If you feel like it's not too much, then do a little bit more. You know? Why are my accounts not copy trading on Apex? I have it turned on. Well, maybe you group them together, but if you click on the okay, look, at the top of the Trade Vape where you see your accounts, click the drop down where the copy trading name that you made, it has to have a blue check mark. If it's not checked out, then you cannot it's not copy trading. Thanks. I got you, bro. Let me see. David, how much stop would have been a good stop loss for such scenario? Like, how much of a stop loss would have been good in this type of market? Dude, honestly, maybe like a 40, 45-point stop loss in this type of market. I know it sounds crazy and everything, but obviously, I'm not saying to use a 45-point stop loss with a full size. That is stupid. No, use it with like a half of your size or something. You know, it's the most reasonable thing to do in this type of market because, like I said, I mean, bro, this market is way too volatile. Like, it just can't keep up. That was a 300 plus point move. Wait, what? Well, maybe not from our entry. From our entry, you would have been up if you're still holding 125 points. From the gap from Friday, oh yeah, bro. I might look to add more into my Bitcoin position. Or my BTC position. Good morning, David. I have a newbie question. How do you know when to use a fair value gap and an inverse fair value gap? It depends on your bias and the nearest fair value gap to use. So let's say, for example, right? In this case, we have look, for example, right? We have a low right down here, right? This low over at 24,502, correct? Coming into market open, we sold off and we took out this low, right? But as we were selling off, we created a bearish value gap. But as time went on, price ended up sweeping and holding above this 502 level, giving us a bullish bias. But if we're bullish and we have a bearish rally gap, obviously we're not going to be using a bearish rally gap to be taking a rejection into shorts because we're bullish. So instead, we wait for the bearish rally gap to get inversed to look for longs. Right now, if our bias is bearish and we have a bearish rally gap, then we're simply just going to look for a retracement into the fair value gap, followed with a rejection to then take shorts. The fair value gap could be bullish or bearish. It doesn't matter. It all depends on your bias. Because if your bias is bullish with a bearish fair value gap, you're gonna look to inverse it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So hopefully that answers your questions. And if anything, dude, I mean, I have a million videos in the Discord that you can watch to know when to use a fair value gap and how to use an inverse fair value gap. In that case, you know what I mean? So if you want to look to that, bro, I mean, you could just simply go to the Discord. You could look at there's these two channels in the YouTube videos and the day trading guide where I pretty much review everything. I mean, I'm talking dozens of like 1 hour plus long videos on breaking down my entire strategy. Let me see, I got a 200-point trade using a fair value gap / IFG strategy. You know, like everything is all organized here. So, bro, all you have to do is look around, and all of the videos that you need, they're all here on getting started how to trade, on my strategy, on another strategy, on the fair value gap. The one below is an IFG. And then if you need more, you can always look at down here. If you go to my full strategy here, any topic that you have a question on, whether it's prop firms, risk management, news reports, A+ confluence, fair value gaps, IFG, MSS model, draw liquidity, how to find your buys, how to find the trend, and the overall overview in the strategy, it's all organized in its own section. And if you need more, you can always go to the trade breakdown channel over here where it's also organized. So if you want to learn more on IFGs, I have a full thing here. If you want to learn more on fair value gap retracements, I have videos that are like 30 minutes long. I have another video that's 30 minutes long, and it pretty much covers how I caught a 100-point trade. It covers here how I caught a 140-point trade. And then, yeah, I thought I had another one, but I have to work more on these channels. I don't have that much content in them. But you get the point, bro. There's education everywhere. You know what I mean? You don't have an excuse to not understand how to use it. But with this, that's what I'm saying. There's more. There's always more. You know what I mean? But yeah. Well, but thank you. Yeah, I got you, bro. And if anything, bro, you can always ask me in the chat if you ever have any questions and all that good stuff. But anyways, realistically, guys, bro, we had 590 people, 590 of you guys in here, and there's only 270 of you guys. Not only, but there's 270 of you guys in here left. So more than half of the people left. So I'm assuming you guys are pretty much done for the day. I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long, so I'm pretty much good to call it a stream. Are you guys down to call it a stream? MC, thanks for the day. Blast. I'm out. Bro, take it easy, bro. Bro said don't leave. Come on, bro. PM session, I don't know, bro. I'm green. If I see something worth taking, then sure, I'll consider taking it. Maybe at a lighter size to a point where like I don't risk going red. But if I don't see anything, bro, realistically, I'm green. We're all green. We'll just come back tomorrow. I mean, take your green and dip. Exactly, pretty much. David, I need Huzz. Can you buy me a Benz? Dude, they upgraded, bro. They don't care about the Benz no more, bro. I hate to break it to you. Nah, but seriously though, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, and if anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And by the way, if you guys are still in the trade, I'm gonna send you guys my chart link, or actually, I'll just send you guys a picture on the remaining price targets. Just look to target if you guys are still in. Obviously, 749 and then 814. Those are the final two price targets behind this trade. All right, peace out. Hey, bro, peace out, B. But yeah, bro, Krabby and the chat guys. I'm gonna get off, bro. Krabby, if you're live later, bro, let me know and I'll tune in, bro. All right, back. I'll see you guys later then. All right, guys. If anything, I'll be active in the chat. All right, guys. Peace, guys. Peace, peace, peace. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace out, Krabby. Peace out, chat. Peace, guys.
Peace out, guys.
And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys are able to make some money with me today. Obviously, today was an insane day. We're currently holding, or not holding, but we're currently in a trade that we caught that's up about over 130 points as we speak. We're about to hit PT3 if you guys are still holding, which I'm not, but I don't know about you guys. But yeah, if you guys are still holding, you guys know the remaining price checkers up here. And hopefully you guys are able to make money with me. If you guys want to join the premium for literally only $10, guys, use the code in the chat, which is code 80. Or if you guys click the first link in the description, if you guys use code 80 under the monthly premium upgrade, it will apply it for literally only $10. So if you guys do want to join to get access to these streams in real time with real-time alerts, real-time education, and so much more, you guys can always click the link in the description and join the premium for only $10 with code 80. That's code 80. All right, I'll send it over in the chat one more time just in case. If you guys click this link right here, if you use code 80, it will make the monthly premium only $10. So yeah, if you guys do want to join in and all that good stuff, you guys know the deal. All right, guys. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm gonna enjoy the day. I'm pretty happy with what I made for today. Definitely a good way to start the week. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace.